Trauma monsters. I've never been a big fan of horror movies. I don't think that they're bad, they just don't scare me the way real life has. I don't believe in stories about some candy man. Out of fear, I'd never say my trauma's name 5 times in a mirror. Serial slashers can't cut me any deeper than I've sliced myself. I've seen death enough times to know that it doesn't always appear in the shadows wearing a hood. In my hood, the masked men weren't always the killers to run from. Sometimes the butchers wore blue as the face of my mother, gasping for breath under the knee of that cop. He must have been a vampire, the way he sucked the life out of her future. The past made my mummy dead inside. She wrapped up her war wounds only to pass down that pain through poor parenting. But you can't blame the monster for what Reagan did. Crack in the 80s turned my block into Elm Street, a nightmare filled with the Walking Dead. $5 head and $5 hits was never enough to keep them fed. Those crack zombies ate my family alive. I couldn't do anything except for hide under the covers when my uncle crept in my room. It must have been a full moon that brought the beast out of him that night. I learned that addiction can make the boogeyman hide under your bed, wait for you to fall asleep, and steal everything, including your dreams. So I don't need to replay my trauma on the big screen. Stephen King couldn't write these stories. The cemetery in my city was filled with pets and my best friends, where the loudest bumps in the night came from the gunshots, the sound of that chopper was enough to make every heart stop. There's something striking about suspense. The way it builds up, leaves your audience hanging from a rope or on the edge of their seats. So before my story reaches its climax, I fight back, armed with these poetic silver bullets, words whittled into wooden stakes, and a chest plate forged from freedom. I refuse to be another black character that dies in the first scene. I won't let my art imitate life, no matter what the critics say.